Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Today I'm going to be taking a lot of your input into making a character that will be going into our game. We can start off, I have a naked male mouse here ready to go, or we could switch it over to a female mouse if we want to do that, and that's the first decision we have to make as a group. Male or female, which one do we want to go? And also, hi Francisco, hi Tag, hi Bob. Thank you all for joining us. My name's Erin, and it's good to have you all here. So I could show you what I've done before. No, we actually have a different model specifically made for a female. Flip a coin. I don't think I have a coin in my pocket though. I don't. Here, let's do this. Not the actual probability, just coin toss. Just flip a coin. Okay, heads.
Are we seriously training Google for a coin toss?
Yes. Yes, we are. Heads. Or.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna flip again. Heads will be male. Tails will be female. Okay, sticking with the guy. There we go. All right. So first things first, I'll show you guys what I did for a previous character. His name's Albert. This is, other than the fact that his clothing is not white and he has different fur coloring, this is the sculpture I made for his clothing. And so, if I pull up, I'm going to show you guys some of the clothing options like I've done before. I've done for some other things too. So you can see like this guy right here that is behind the model. It was based off of this letter A figure. And we have a lot of things we could choose from, or we can start from something fresh. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start a new layer. Or not. This guy won't be from the Abbey, so he's going to be living in Mossflower Woods. So he's not in the Abbey. So he won't be of the Order. Okay, we got someone who wants some green in it. I'm just going to get started, and if you guys have comments, please place it. Just say something. With that in mind, I'm going to move these guys up to a spot where I can see it better, so I can, like, take one of these, like, of this. These guys right here, I kind of like two. I'm going to maybe go for 2 or E. I recognize that there's 2 things. Actually, I like the hat, so I'm going to go with 2. Unless you guys tell me otherwise. But we need a starting point, right? So with that in mind, let's get started on some pants. Riverboat captain. Well, first things first is I have to get like just the, if you want to think of this as digital clay, I have to get the basics of it down. And so I'm just kind of like doing a building block here, which did more of than I wanted. Like a wannabe log-a-log? Okay, this is a wannabe log-a-log. A wannabe shrew. I'm gonna put his pants right about there in terms of height. Also gonna turn it a little bit and move it over here. And this is the part where it's like probably not gonna be able to, like, because of the shape of his hips and stuff. Martin the Fourth. I'm just gonna go ahead. I can't actually get it exactly right. Also, the nice thing, I had coworker Jeremy. You guys have seen him do some stuff on the stream before. But he suggested having a kilt. And I thought that was hilarious. Right now I'm just trying to get that front hip part there covered. There. Alright, we have some basics for some really badly built pants. But this is kind of what I start off with. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and fill in some of the spots and use the right tool. Like some of these things where it's like, just kind of like the harder edging here. And this kind of helps to even everything out to where I want it to be. I also have the symmetry tool on, so it does the same thing on each side. You can kind of see. If I was to do that, you see where it's doing the same thing on both sides. I have the marking going straight down the center. The other tool I really like, and I've shown this tool a lot before when I've used it when I've been modeling here, is the scraping tool. Just kind of starts taking it all in. And actually, before I even do that, I want to look at it from the front, make it kind of visible. You see how much pants there is compared to like the inside of the body. And I'm going to use the cutoff tool to actually kind of like even this out a little bit more. And I completely messed it up. Because while it's like this, I can't technically affect it, but it's showing me where it is, so I need to go ahead, undo that, and just do that. There. And now from the side, you can see like this is just a big block in the front. And I'm actually going to want a little bit more so that it covers the base of the tail. So I'm just trying to go, get this out a little bit farther. I'm going to go back to my cutout tool. And then make it invisible. You can see there's like extra pieces, so I still need to kind of like cut it in a little bit more. You can see right here that it's shaved a bunch off. Can you make the clothes tattered like he's been released? I like the idea of tattered clothes. That sounds like a good idea. It's something I wouldn't tackle right now because right now I'm just getting I'm getting these bases in like I wouldn't necessarily call these pants yet. Kind of need to be smoothed out. But we have some like tattered pants already like in the game, mostly on rats rather than on mice, in part to make them feel a little bit more brutish. But as you can see with, I think it was this one, No, this side. With these concepts I did before, you can see that some of them. Here, I'm making big. Like this one right here, like it's been burned and scraped and like has holes in it. This one has patches on it. This one, and so it's just like this one again has holes and it's like tattered. Like this mouse has been through some real like hard times. Alright, now I can't really add anything that will be like for this mouse to hold. Actually, hey, do you guys want to give this guy a name? I know we have, I think it was Martin the Fourth, was suggested earlier. I mean, it may not be the name we end up using in the end, but we can give him a name for now. He needs a name. Right there, I went too far in, so now it's going to come out a little bit more. And it looks kind of weird because I'm in orthopedic mode, which is a viewing mode that makes it so everything stays even. But this is the perspective mode, so you can kind of see like it looks a little bit more like how you imagine seeing stuff. I like using both modes. They both have their uses. Jedediah, or Jed for short. Ooh, I like it. William. Squeaks McGee. I like Squeaks McGee. I don't think he would have a squeaky voice. I think he'd have a really deep voice. Squeaker McGee would just have a bass voice, right? Gong. Okay, so we have gone Jedediah, and then William is up there, Floyd, and then Willie, then Squeaks McGee. Personally, my favorite Squeaks McGee, but that doesn't really sound like a very Redwallish name. But what makes a Redwall name? What is in a name? Jedediah Stagg Melson. But then they also use names like cornflower, which that's not like an old English name. That's cornflower. That's plant, I think. It's made up of two words that are two plants. Okay, got the pants to a more pants-like state. Like they're a bit thick along the rims, but that's okay. But we're happier with them, especially because of like the rimming. It's actually going to be hidden above the from the shirt anyway. And I need to label this. There we go, pants. Oops, I want to do that. Primitives. Actually, before I do that, I'm back to the pants, and we're going to make them brown for now. There we go. Brown pants. Or I can make the blue. Blue pants. We'll keep them blue for now. We're going to add in a shirt. Ooh, Colt's Foot? That's a cool name. I'm still partial to Squeakers McGee, but Martin the Fourth would work. Okay, I didn't know that cornflower was a real plant's name. Like, I know there's corn, I know there's flower. I just didn't know there was cornflower. Okay, getting the shirt. My concept, this shirt actually comes down pretty low in the concept I've got. I'm going to bring this up to about there. Then bring it forward. Look at this. Oh, hey, look how far forward that is. Move this back. Go like, not like that. Try to grab this. Put over. Shrink it ever so slightly. Move it forward a little. Nope, nope, don't move it forward a little bit. Gonna do that. Gonna bring this rim in a tiny bit. And we'll make this shirt that big for now. We're going to turn it up like that. We're going to bring this up to right about here. Which really, this will like curve down by the time we're done with it. Let's look at the side again. So okay, like we're ignoring the arms for now. Applying this. Now look at the sides. I'm gonna bring in a different shape, like a pill bottle or just a pill. Because I like these because they make it a little bit rounder shape. Kind of just helps give the sleeves a little bit more poof. Bring it forward. About there should be good. What do you guys think? So this guy's name is now Cattail Captain Reed. Cattail Reed. Alright, let's use this. Then go back to growth. And now he's wearing a giant snow jacket. I've done that. Let's look at this, see how much it like goes on about him. This is the cutoff stage. Yay! I like the stage. I have to keep in mind that I want to keep this. If I want to keep that length, I need to make sure this is this nice, easy transition. That already looks better. No. Oh, the music is actually from our sound guy. This is original music that we are planning to use in the game. Okay, going to start smoothing this out. Working on this, making it a little bit better. Not that smooth. And then after this, I'll add in a vest, and then we also need a hat, and also then I like a lopsided belt. That's what I've got for this concept. And I don't want to forget that this guy also will need a tail sleeve, because our mice aren't just going to leave the tails cold. It's the middle of winter. They gotta have warm tails. By the way, I do like Jed, so of those names you guys listed before, I feel like Jedediah feels like a really cool one. So Jed, this guy's name is now Jed. Also, this shirt should be red. I'm gonna make those pants back to brown. Kind of just helps. Like these aren't going to be the final colors that you see here, but it helps me to differentiate what's what and kind of what I want them to look like. Also, this little line here that I made earlier is actually a good lining idea, of what we wanted for Jed the Red. Yes, this is Jed, Captain Jed. But this is probably going to be where I'm going to put his belt. You can see a spot right here where the pants are poking through. I'll get to that. And probably what actually is going to happen is I'm going to take the pants and make the pants smaller and thinner there. Because this shirt is such a long shirt. Hello Lydia, today we're working on a villager mouse, one that lives outside of Redwall. We as a community have decided to name him Captain Jed. Don't know if he actually knowing where he's going to be living, I suspect he used to be an old captain. There's a little bit of a turnaround for you. So you can kind of see I'm just starting the modeling process overall. Started this at 1, so it's only been 30 minutes. And I'm just working on getting him kind of like just smooth it out, getting some like basics of the clothing and basic shapes for the most part. Okay, not basic shapes. I started with basic shapes. Alright, see ya fire Zeno. I probably just did not pronounce that correctly. But thanks for coming. Thanks for being here at the beginning of Jed. Okay, I need to go back to his pants. And I'm actually going to make that slightly invisible because I wanted to see where it is. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to basically destroy what's going on down here. Because I want to make sure that there's room for the shirt without making him look like overly big or anything. Unless we want him to be a big mouse. Although it's all going to have to come from the clothing and not from him himself because I don't want to change up that model right there. You made it! Congratulations, Doral. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to show you guys. So after this, you do something called retopoing, which allows you to have this part here. So I'm going to show you what Albert ends up looking like. This is Albert. So like this is like his final coloring and stuff like that, with some different fur textures. So it's really fun because then after, like you can see, like if you give me a second, like it's right, grab that part. Give me a second. Computer's being a little bit slow. Like there is just the mouse underneath it, and he has a whole fur texture underneath him. It's like, yep, and it's just like it's really fun having all those pieces, and that's where eventually our good old Jed's going to be. Okay, now back to my shirt. Or Jed's shirt. Oops. Don't want to destroy it just yet. We will eventually, because someone mentioned earlier that they wanted it to be kind of torn and worn down. And I will get there. Except for I kind of already did it. Right now I'm just kind of keeping them even. Spaced. I'm trying to make it so that way he looks just a little bit more together. It's the start of him, and then I'm gonna grow my concept that I'm mostly working off of. He has a divot in his shirt, and his shirt actually comes down like this. for any of you that don't know or are interested in knowing this, I'm working currently in 3D Coat. It is a 3D modeling program that has been a pleasure to work with. Sometimes, most of the times. Sometimes it doesn't work with us very well. Okay, so I like where that is. I'm gonna really quickly see. I feel like there's a little bit too much cloth right there, but I don't know if so I'm gonna just quickly kind of clear it out a little bit. I'm probably now going to smooth this out because it did that. Let's make Jed a beer belly. You want him to have a beer belly? That could be fun. Do you want? Alright, community vote. Jed old, Jed young. And I'm going to assume like old being a 50, or the equivalent of a 50 to 40-year-old man, maybe 60. Maybe older. But this is your guys' mouse to design. That's what today's stream is about, is for us to get as far as possible in designing this mouse with you guys. Realizing that this shirt is actually supposed to be more of this color. I don't want to be the same color as it's not working out. There we go. We'll go with that. I mean, it shows off more of the stuff, but because the vest is according to my coloring that I did before. The vest's supposed to be red, not the shirt. Silver face because he's so old. Okay. Okay, I only see old as an option here. Jed is an old mouse. We're gonna make sure that he gets animated all like hobbly dobbly. You guys might remember this, because the nice thing about this program is it kind of remembers what you did before, which is really convenient in this case because I just want to make a vest. So I'm just going to do that. Bing bam boom. I already got the start of it. If I go like this to, I want this view here. So, you guys, there we go. We don't want the eyes seen. What I want to do is I want to take this cutout. Let's see what this looks like from the front. Kind of worked out. Mostly, yeah. Worked out enough that I'm happy with it. So when it comes to fur and hair and facial features, or those kind of facial features, that's not created at this stage of the process. So I can't add that in right now. I'm sorry, Red Fox. I could definitely make sure to make a note that when it comes to doing the fur coloring, that he'll have like more white. And that is a good question of mice can have beards. When we've talked about it as an office, like we want to be able to have a little bit more, but with the technology we're working with right now, it's harder to manipulate that very well. So we're kind of avoiding adding in a bunch of like extra facial like facial fur, facial hair that might be that would be more prominent on humans. So we're avoiding that for now, but we want to be able to add that in later stages, in later games. cool enough. I'm gonna go like this. Didn't really cut the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna go in here. Smooth this out like I have it on the other layers. Okay, got the vest, and now I'm going to add in a belt, which I'm actually would admit is not actually going to. They're currently always symmetrical right now, but that's because I was actually just about to start a piece that isn't. The belt will not be symmetrical. What I have to do is take out, disable the symmetry so that way it doesn't. And when I get to the detailing of like the shirt and stuff, because we're going to have this shirt be tattered right here. It's actually, as an example, I'm not going to keep this because I want to be able to still do some edits that would apply to both, but I'm planning on going, oh, I need to have the right thing on. So it's only going to look like this. Which is reason why I still have pants going all the way up here, even though the shirt comes down so far. And then I'll probably do this too, to make it very obvious that he has a tattered shirt on. And there you can see how the pants don't actually show, they're starting to disappear, so I'm actually going to go ahead and go like that. Have it fill in a little bit more so you have the pants instead of fur. And that's what I'm planning on doing in the fur part of it, but I'm not going to keep it for now. Of course. Yeah, no, I'm planning on bringing in the tatters. I just can't keep them right now because what I want to do is I want to smooth out everything. And if those tatters would get affected by any smoothing I did, I have to go back and redo them. So that's why I'm not like touching that yet. But the belt, I don't want to have that. I wanted to make the vest like that because this is going to sit on top of this. I'm going to use curves. And this belt isn't actually going to go all the way around. It's going to be hiding. But I need it to be able to go, like, start from here. going to do that. Honestly, that just looks a little bit too thick for what I'm interested in. Maybe? No, I'll keep it for now. It's easy to make it not nearly as thick. So if I do that, and bring out my vest again, voila, he has a belt underneath his vest. Right? It's kind of there. Let's do that just to make it a little bit more obvious that. And then I want to use transform. Kind of shrink these down. Give me a second. Here we go. So now it's obvious it's not like going the same way, but okay, so we have that. Last big piece to add in is the hat. Which I'm gonna be a little bit tricky here. Now we can't quite see what's on the other side, so I'm going to go ahead and take a top view. Move this, maybe more like, not quite that much. And it's okay that the top part of it, this is actually going to be just the base of the hat. Tattered because we're planning on having tattered because of not necessarily bad worn, but like been traveling a lot. So tattered over time, maybe had to go through some really rough like brush or forest area. Like couldn't travel on a trail. So you could think of that. Okay, right now he just has a little halo at the top. Not for long. I might need to do this in two different applications. So I can go like this. Then I'm going to move it back a little bit more, curve it down. I'm actually going to make his, so I can see what's going on a little bit better. Apply that because I want it to kind of go back a little bit. I have a hat that I'm kind of facing off of up here. You see this guy right here? This is one I'm kind of going for overall. As you can see, like this is kind of the tie that I was going for. Like it's a little bit burned, and singed. He's been through a little bit of fire, but this is kind of the basic hat I'm going for. So it's a little bit round and maybe a little bit of a bill. Right now I kind of went maybe too far back actually on that one. But that's why there's an undo tool. I'm going to go forward a little bit instead. Shrink it a tiny bit. There. And now to make this like ridiculously thin, I'm going to go like this. Move this forward. And now we have a little bill. And look, we have a hat. It's really fun what basic shapes can do. It's really nice. Basic shapes can do, really. Oh wait, I'm not on symmetry mode, am I? And I want symmetry mode for this. You mean like this? So this is kind of like what I was thinking about with hat, although I think now I need to go back to this piece, go back to this, because this didn't really get the base I was hoping for. I'm not sure if I'm really, I actually probably shouldn't do that. I want to do this. There we go. So that's a little page hat. Kind of. Mostly. I'm actually going to go in here a little bit and make this backside a little bit bigger. We have about 5 minutes to add anything else we wanted to this, so at least while it's still on stream. Do we have it? Oh wait, I know what I'm forgetting. I'm sorry guys, this is what's going to take up the last bit of the stream. He needs a tail sleeve. And this is something that we've been really intentional about, is when we're creating clothes, is that they have a reason. They have like a way to keep their tails warm or like covered. It's basically like an extra, like an arm sleeve or something like that. An arm or leg sleeve, except for it's for the tail. They have an extra limb, they may as well keep it warm or covered or protected. And that's what clothes is used for. kind of like with the arm sleeve. It's going to look like that. Kind of go in there. I'm going to make this side up a little bit wider on the side, a little bit thinner. We want this to be the same brown because it's attached to the pants. There we go. There is Jedediah. Plot twist: the next Redwaller will be a Brian Jax lookalike for a tribute in the game. I like this. You guys are, I guess it wasn't intentional, but it happened. Well, congratulations, guys. This is what we had time to do, and we made we got a whole clothing set figured out, and mostly like yeah, I'm actually really, this guy looks really cool. I'm excited to be able to, okay, I guess I keep hearing earring, so I guess I should, and I'm hearing it from in the office, earring, so I guess I need to add the earring. For now it's going to be a little gold earring. If you guys want it to be silver instead, gotta tell me now. Okay, no symmetry, good. Putting on his right ear. Well, I did explain to that a little bit. You just weren't listening, Chris. The beer belly. Beer belly is possible. There's the earring. Okay, actually I do want to get a little bit of that belly idea in there, so, but there's mostly because I know I can do it in like a little stud. Okay, so I need belt needs to go away, and the vest needs to go away for now. And this is one of those points where I want there to be symmetry. That's pretty good. Let's get the pants to join in. And then the vest. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to move it off to the side. Looks kind of weird. I'll fix that up by doing this. There. That belly. That belly, though. Now for the belt. Let's get this belt moved out. I'm going to need to move these a little bit more. So kind of high back here. Or I might just need to redo the belt. That's also entirely possible because the move tool kind of destroys the little tiny thin things. Imagine that looks right. Yeah, that's basically what we have time for. We have a little beer belly. Or would it be beer? You need the scarf as a belt, rope belt. Stains on this shirt. Alright guys, it's been a lot of fun. This has been great. Thanks for all the ideas. I'm gonna have to end it here, and this guy, expect to see this guy in game, or at least a variation of him, that we will keep the hat. You guys will know who to look for, and we'll try to make sure to keep the name as well, Jedediah. Right. So again, thank you. We stream every week on Thursday at 1 p.m. Next week, we're not doing an art stream, but instead we're doing a gaming stream where the office is going to be playing the Beat the Step the Cowboy, and then after that we'll have more streams as well. We hope you guys can come by. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to have you guys here. You guys make this worth it. Right. Thanks again. Have a good day, everyone.